Hello and welcome back to Chaos Head Noah. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time we started the game, and we were in the seat of Taku, who is a very particular human being. The best word I could use to describe him is probably an incel who thinks he's better than everyone else, but refuses to actually, interact with people. And well, maybe a narcissist is a better word. I'm not sure, but he thinks he's better than everyone, and that he's a god in this one game that's in his computer right now. But after school, he went to a PC cafe, and afterwards, he went down an alleyway to find or to hear some noises, and he ended up finding a body of a man being nailed to the wall, and this girl who was covered with blood saying, "I'm so glad to see you again." And after running away and getting back to his home, which is just in a storage containment unit on top of a building, he's sweating. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to feel about the character so far. He's not great. I hope he gets better. But the mystery is starting to pick up, hopefully, and I am a little bit intrigued, so I'm going to continue playing for a little bit. Yeah, so let's get into it. I was sitting in front of my computer monitor. My whole body was soaked with sweat, and my clothes were too. What did I just see? Was that a delusion of mine? I still felt like I was about to throw up, so I went to the fridge and got a soda and gulped it down. It was a really realistic delusion, if I say so myself, but way too gory. I was still even out of breath. If it was just a delusion, how could I be out of breath? That was impossible. I felt something strange in my right hand. I was holding it so tightly that my fingers had turned white. Until that moment, I hadn't even realized it. My heart was pounding. I slowly relaxed my grip and opened my palm. Oh, he picked up one of the nails. Ah, that proves that it was real. Ah! It was a single stake. Ah, get away from me! Scared, I flung it at the wall. It was a stake from the delusion. I remember picking one of the ones lying on the ground. But why? Wasn't that a delusion? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's impossible. 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa. The angle was kind of weird. I began to wander around the room, clutching my head in my hands. I needed to figure out if what I'd just seen was a delusion or reality. Oh, but before I could, I slipped on one of the CD cases on the floor and lost my balance. I reached out, trying to grab something so I wouldn't fall. No! The only thing in reach was a shelf where all my wives resided. No! By the time I realized what happened, it was too late. It couldn't hold my weight. I ended up falling back onto the floor as figure after figure poured down on me. Ugh! Damn it. This was just awful. Everything was just awful. I moaned. Then I started to see if my fingers were okay. Oh no. No! Ignis Todd, no, your sword! No! It had broken clean in two. I bought that thing on an online auction and had to pay a whole bunch for it. Damn it. Damn it all! I tried to put the sword back, but even gluing it together wouldn't really fix it. It was worthless now. I kicked my chair in anger, then I started to cry. Why did this have to happen to me? What did I do? I sat down and gloomily stared at my now swordless Ignis. When that anger and confusion passed, I turned my mind towards the girl's face and the strange sight I'd seen. The fact that I was holding the stake meant that murder was real, not a delusion. I didn't want to admit it, but I had no choice. By tomorrow, the media would be in an uproar. I wanted nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. If I got involved with her, no, it wasn't a her, it was some kind of monster, I'd be done for. I was already pretty close to screwed anyways. Oh shoot. I don't know why it went by so fast just now. I'd taken a murder weapon home with me. The police might even think I was a killer. And that demon saw my face. There was no escaping this now. Next, she'd come after me. I need to think. For my own sake. I need to think so I could get out of this alive. I was trying to pick up my controller and I think it probably went through this fast forward. Oh. I didn't see what he typed out. Shogun equals mystery girl. Mystery girl equals killer demon.
あの写真は事件の予告メッセージみたいなものだったんだ。
There is no other explanation for how it happened, just like in the photos. First, the girl put together fake photos on the computer, simulating exactly how the murder would happen. That was her way of making the murder. No, I bet she wanted me to call it a work of art instead of a murder. Psychopaths like her always thought that way. That was her way of making sure it was perfect.
頭がおかしいよ。
She's crazy.
でもどうしてそれを僕に。そもそもあの女はナイトハルトが僕だってどうやって知った？僕の名前をどうやって知った？
What was I supposed to do? She'd be coming for me before long. She'd know my name and my email, so she'd probably know my address too. I pulled my leg onto the chair and crossed my hands over my knees, then buried my head between them. The murder I'd seen yesterday was sheer madness. Just the thought of it happening to me.
死にたくない。死にたくない。死にたくない。死にたくない。
Don't
死
wanna
にた
die,
くない。
don't
死に
wanna
たくない。
die,
死にた
don't
くない。
wanna
死
die,
にた
don't
くない。
wanna
死にた
die.
くない。死にたくない。死にたくない。
Well, a lot of info, and I retained none of it.
大丈夫。
Oh god. I was gonna say he's delusional, but we already knew that. It's gonna be his wives. Sarah was lying in front of my PC monitor, smiling at me. Okay. It seems like my computer is glitching. Is it moving too much? Oh god.
タッキー、あなたはこの部屋に引きこもってればいいんだよ。したら、あの悪魔だって手出しできないっしょ？
Yeah, this is not gonna work. Okay, I changed some things, so I hope this works. Taki, all you have to do is stay here in your room. Then the demon won't be able to get to you, right?
そのうちに警察がうまく捕まえてくれるって。それまでは誰も信じちゃダメ。誰の言葉にも耳を傾けちゃダメ。
Don't believe anyone at all.
悪魔ってさ、人の心の隙間をついてくるのが好きなんだよね。油断すんのはノ
Oh god, he's so delusional.
ー。できるっしょ、タッキー。
Oh, he's Taki now.
でも、セーラ。
逃げるが勝ちってよく言うし、三次元のことなんてきれいさっぱり忘れちゃえばいいさ。あなたには一切関係ないことだって思えば気が楽っしょ。関係ないこと考えたって無駄無駄さ。
Oh my god.
いいこと教えてあげる。引きこもりって最強なんよ。だって誰にも会わないっしょ。つまり誰にも攻撃されない。これぞ最強の自己防衛方法なわけさ。
That is some very bad mentality. Oh no. Okay.
だからタッキーは引きこもりになるべきなんさ。簡単っしょ。
But he said he's not a hikiko. And then he paused.
そうかもしれない。
That's why she was my wife, after all. She was really smart. I leaned forward and gently grasped Sarah-tan's thin waist. Even when my face got close to hers, Sarah-tan didn't seem upset at all. She just kept smiling.
ありがとう、セーラ。おかげで勇気が出てきた。そうだよ。三次元なんてクソくらいだ。あの悪魔だって、僕みたいなキモオタのことなんて気にも留めてないさ。僕は安全だ。安心して毎日演奏したり、好きなアニメを見てれば何の問題もないんだ。
でもさっき言ったみたく油断は禁物だぞ。
うん、分かってるよ。
Don't believe in anybody. Don't listen to anything anyone says. Beware of anything 3D. That's all I had to do. And I'd be safe.
セーラにそこまで心配してもらえて、僕は幸せだな。さてと、それじゃ気分直しに演スロット。
Okay, there we go.
Lion Cross, Lion Cross, 約束は今。Lion Cross, Lion Cross, 果たされるから。Lion Cross,
Okay.
Lion Cross, 解き放たれ
Ryan Cross, Ryan Cross, 週末
Please tell me that's it. Okay, okay. A clear voice echoed across Miyashita Park in the depths of the night. Oh, who's she? Is that a she? I can't tell. On top of the pedestrian bridge over Meiji Street, as the cars came and went below, the girl called Fez leaned against the bridge safety rail, seemingly oblivious to the noise below. That's a girl.
月夜の光が示された注射よ
She had no audience. If she had done a real street performance, she probably would have at least 100 people stopping to listen. But for now, Fez had chosen instead to hide herself behind the veil of the night.
この場所へつながる幻の道
All she had to do was stand here in the silence. Then she could be one with the darkness. And for a moment, at least, free from the filthy air of Shibuya. That's how it seemed to her anyways.
叫びはいつしか沈黙に変わって
Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna pan over and there was just gonna be some dude flying or something. Suddenly, she looked up at the night sky. The clouds that had covered it were slowly parting and a faint ray of moonlight trickled through. The bright, dazzling lights of Shibuya were hiding the hesitant twinkling of the stars.
落ちてゆく安息風に手と手をつないで
Fez closed her mouth and reached up towards the sky.
その目誰の目
Uh-oh, how did she know those words? Uh-oh, this might be bad. I spent the entirety of the next 24 hours in base lard. I didn't even quit to eat. I dedicated myself to fully erasing Takumini Nishijo and being Nightheart. In ESO, I was a god. I didn't need to be scared of any demons. Everybody respected me. I always thought how nice it would be if I could spend forever in this wonderful world.
おおエンジェルハイロ来たこれ超レアすげえ
Okay. Oh, I got an angel's halo
これ
here.
早速使わないと装備おおキャラの見た目変わったすげえこれすげえ見て見ろってグリムあ
Oh, it's the real world. Oh no. Oh wait, let's
ナイ
see.
トハルト自重しろうっせえ死ねよ負け組
Let's see. Got an angel halo. Whoa! Nightheart, cut it the hell out. Nightheart, cut it the hell out. Nightheart, cut it the hell out.
ちょっと街に戻って見せびらかしてこようかな
鬼
I finally gotten one of the ultra rare drops I wanted. I was incredibly excited and all the depression I had been feeling had just blown away. Oh, look, this text was kind of weird because it's overlaying other text. I think his sister was knocking the door.
鬼ってば
Yep, an angel halo had a drop rate of 0.0001. Oh, dang. Okay, of course, that's why he's super happy.
おーい開けろ
Just open the door! It was completely useless and just to change the way your character looked. But this also meant that everyone could see that you had an angel's halo, and they would all be really jealous.
やったナイトハルトがまた一歩神に近づいた
こら開けろ
Shut up. Who's that pounding on my door anyways? I'm enjoying my new rare item. Don't interrupt me.
バカ鬼
ゲ
Yeah. That voice. That minute I heard it, my good mood had vanished. It was an assassin sent by my parents. My little sister, Nanami. This was going to be a pain in the butt.
開けないとひどいんだからね
Damn it. The storm was about to roll in. I didn't want to open the door at all, but if I kept it shut, my parents would be the next ones to come. They'd tell me to stop living by myself and come home. My dad was pretty much the owner of this building. If he wanted to kick me out, he could. This just wasn't fair.
鬼
Oh my god, I hate this character. I can't relate to him at all. Shut up! Yeah, we must find out what shut up means. A phrase to tell someone to shut up. Okay. I actually don't know this. Kitakore. Oh, kitakore. Oh, it's here. Okay, I got it. Don't yell so loud. She was still banging on the outside of the door. The walls of the shipping container are a single piece of metal, so any sound echoes really loudly. She knew that, and she was doing it anyways. I unlocked the padlock on the inside and opened the doors outward. I had no other choice.
あ、やっと出てきた。生
Oh,
存確認。
survival confirmed. Just needed to make sure that you weren't dead. Alright, bye. The tiny shrimp of a girl was my little sister. She was 1 year younger than me.
呼んでるんだから返事くらいしてよね。お兄死んじゃったかもって思ったじゃん。
Every time I saw her, she was complaining about something. As you could tell from the way she was standing with her hands on her hip and pouting, she was a little brat. Okay, I couldn't tell from that because she wasn't doing that. See, she's not doing that at all. And if you ask me, she was nothing more than a huge nuisance.
うわ、相変わらず部屋の中汚。ちょっとは片付けなよ。
I had an accident earlier. Oh, we can actually see the door open. Alright. Naomi walked right into my room, without even bothering to ask if it was okay. She thought that she could do whatever she wanted, just because she was my little sister. To those of you out there who think little sisters are moe, I have a message for you. Face reality. Well, I guess she was kinda cute. If you're a lolly fan, she might totally be your type. But as a real brother, I didn't feel that way about her at all. If anything, she seemed like a little baby to me. Oh, I don't mind lolly characters. Just, they have to be 2D.
カビくさ。お兄の部屋って相変わらず不潔。掃除しろっていつも言ってるじゃん。どうしてしないの？まあ、どうせ掃除してくれる彼女なんかいないだろうし。お兄ってズボラだから、こうなるのは目に見えてるけどさ。
Look at her face. Look at it. Look at it.
こうなったらやっぱりナナが掃除しに来てあげるしかないかな。
だが断る。
He set the line. He set the line.
なんでよ。
お前に部屋荒らされたくない。
きっとそれがわざわざ生存確認しに来てあげてる妹に言うセリフ？
Well, you're not showing your older brother any respect, are you? And nobody asked you to see if I was alive anyways.
まったく、なんでこんな面倒ばっかりかけさせる兄弟と血つながってるんだろう。たまに嫌になっちゃうよ。はあ、なんか喉乾いちゃった。飲み物もらうね。
Nami walked to the back of the room and opened the fridge again without even bothering to ask.
コーラしかないじゃん。ミルクティーとか用意しといてよ。
知らんがな。
しょうがないな。じゃあコーラもらうね。
As usual, she seems to have no intention of asking her brother's permission. She grabbed a bottle of soda, one that I already drank from, out of the fridge. She hesitated for a moment before swallowing it down. What's with the... like the background thing? I have no idea. Disgusting. She put her lips right on it. How could a girl be so filthy? That was a problem with 3D women. As soon as she left, I should throw that bottle out. Hey, wait!
美味しかった。やっぱ運動の後の一杯って格別。学校からここまで走ってきたんだ。
全部飲んだのか。しかも一気で。
I bought that soda with my own money. Being my little sister didn't give her the right to.
しまった。
Nanami stared at the now empty bottle in shock. She must have finally figured out how rude she was being.
どうしよう。また太っちゃうじゃん。お兄のせいだからね。
What was she talking about?
お兄がコーラ好きなせいでナナまでコーラ大好きっ子になっちゃったんだから。
人のせいにするなよ。
だってうちの冷蔵庫に入ってるのいっつもコーラだったじゃん。お母さんがお兄のこと甘やかすからだ。知
Oh,
ってる？
Mom
コーラ
spoils
っ
us.
てカロリーすっごく高いの。だからお兄もあんまり飲みすぎない方がいいよ。今度からミルクティーにすべき。
Milk tea has basically the same calories as soda. And anyways, you don't get to tell me what to eat. Especially after you drink all my soda. Did you come all the way here just to tell me that?
もう帰れよ。
You confirmed that I was still alive. You should be done now, right? Why do you have to come into my room all the time?
お兄、冷たい。
Nami seems annoyed at my words. She's glaring at me with a frown. I didn't want to deal with it, so I just looked away.
せっかく心配して様子を見に来てあげてるのに。お兄ってずっとここに引きこもって誰とも喋らずに一日を終えちゃうことだってあるんでしょ。女の子と話す機会だってどうせ全くないんだよね。
Shut up. Don't make fun of me. I'm not interested in 3-day girls. I don't need to talk to them.
言ってみればお兄と話す女の子はナナだけってことじゃん。だからさ、もっとナナのこと大事にしてよ。そしたら女の子との接し方もちょっとは分かってくるはずだし。
As she spoke, she picked up one of my figures, Hikarutan, from the suicide towards the light. She stared at it. Hey, don't touch one of my wives. If you get a fingerprint on it, I'm seriously gonna kick your butt.
あとお兄は自分のことにもっと気を使って。こんなお人形さんにうつつを抜かしてる場合じゃないよ。ナナはお兄の死体の第一発見者になんかなりたくないからね。
I don't want to be the one who finds your dead body. I don't talk to my Okay, maybe I do. What was my little sister trying to say? She was starting to sound like Mom lately. What I meant by that was... She was annoying!
いいから帰れよ。
そんなに帰れ帰れ言わないでよ。お兄のバカ。まだこっちには用事が残ってるの。
Ugh, she's starting to get hysterical. If I made her any madder, she might go berserk. I have to stay calm.
携帯買いに行こ
は
What was she talking about?
う。お父さんがそうしろって。お兄が携帯持てばいつでも生存確認できるじゃん。お金はナナが預かってきたから今から買いに行こうよ。今時携帯持ってない人なんていないよ。時代に取り残されちゃうよ。
Alright, this game came out in I think 2007, so I guess it is quite a different time period. It's been over 15 years at this point. Shut up, trend follower. I know a lot more about what's popular than you do. I got an internet, you know. Okay, maybe most kids my age had a phone, but I didn't. There's no reason. Why would I want one? I had nobody to call or text. I didn't want to spend money on something I wasn't going to use.
だから行こ
Nami put the figure back on the shelf and peered up at me.
う。どうせお兄は機種とかわかんないだろうからナナと同じ機種にしちゃいなよ。
She took her phone out of her bag and waved it in my face.
ほらこれがナナの。色が可愛いでしょ。
Look at her. Oh, she's... Oh, man. So far, she doesn't seem like the little gremlin demon that Taku was describing her as. She actually seems kind of cool. Okay, there's a little frog on it, too. I think I recognize that frog, actually. I think you squeeze it, it makes like noises.
ついでだからストラップも同じのあげるよ。
うわ、なんという手抜きキャラ。
Hanging from the strap was a small figurine of a character that was, well, whatever it was. It certainly wasn't cute. No, it looked like something created by a rookie designer with no talent at all. It wasn't cute, or even creepy cute. It was just creepy.
手抜きじゃないもん。ゲロカエルンはこういうデザインなの。今すっごく流行ってるんだからね。はあ、女子高生の流行なんてお兄が知ってるわけないか。そういうとこを直せば少しは女子と会話成立すると思うよ、きっと。
Quiet, girl. What the hell kind of name is Garo Frog? There's no way this thing was popular. The poor girl didn't realize she was being manipulated by the media.
っていうか 今はゲロカイルンの話じゃなくて。いいから携帯買いに行こうよ。あ、別にお揃いがいいとか言ってるわけじゃないからね。家族で同じ機種だと基本料金が割引されるサービスがあるからだよ。
Oh,
家
okay.
族で持ってないのはお兄だけなんだからね。
いらない。
なんで？お金はお父さんが出してくれるんだよ。
必要ない。
It would just be a nuisance. If I had a phone, Mom would probably call every day. If I didn't pick up, she'd send her pet assassin Nanami here to check on me. In other words, it would just be a nuisance. One that would make my life a lot harder. Didn't want that at all.
もう信じらんないよ、このバカ鬼。もう帰る。
This model looks kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, I'm gonna go home. That's what I wanted.
ああ、そうしてくれ。
Just do it. I opened the door for her to go, but she didn't move. She just glared at me, shoulders heaving with rage.
ほんとバカ、アホバカ鬼。駅まで送ってくれるとかしてよ。
嫌だね。
No. I'd never walk into the station all the time she'd come before. Why would I start now?
だって最近殺人事件とかで物騒じゃんか。こういう場合心配するのが兄弟ってもんでしょ。
Yeah. For a moment, what happened yesterday felt like it was going to come flooding back to me. I shook my head desperately, trying to drive the thought out of my mind.
どうでもいいし。
Whatever new gen killer was, they weren't going to be interested in a little girl like Nanami.
ありえない。ナナが死んでもいいって言うんだ。
She was crying. It must have really made her sad. It felt great. That's what you get for disrupting my peaceful life. This would be my little way of getting revenge. That's what you get.
バカ、死んじゃえ。お兄なんか病気的に殺されちゃえ。
She knocked me aside and ran out the door. Whew, at least the storm was over. The room was quiet now that she was gone. Oh my god, he's such a piece of shit. Oh man, this is hard to play because I hate the main character so much. Oh, okay, it'll get better. It'll get better. Oh, it'll get better, hopefully. It was much nicer. The base was my home. Nothing was allowed to happen here unless I wanted to. I sat down at the computer and moved the mouse a little to wake it up from my Seiratan screensaver. Then I took a big swig from a soda bottle on the table, but it was empty.
あ、しまった。これ、ナナミがさっき飲んだやつだ。
Oh no, I just had an indirect kiss with my little sister. If Nami was a little sweeter, it might have been great, just like something out of an H game, but her personality, it just made me sick. I closed the cap on the bottle and threw it into a big garbage bag in the corner of the room. It missed and bounced off the wall, rolling under the bed, but whatever. Now then, time to get back to ESO. Time to forget all the annoying stuff that happened in the real world. But sadly, I was forced to bring my time in base lore to an end after just a single day. Back to school? Oh yeah, back to school. When I left the base early in the morning, my mental state was back in the dumps, and any improvement that I felt from my time in the game was gone. Why did I have to go to school?
なんで今日なんだよ。最低最悪だ。
If I couldn't stay home, if I just stayed home, it would ruin my whole attendance schedule, and I wouldn't be able to graduate.
卒業って何を卒業するって言うんだよ。
It was my idea, but still, I couldn't help but complain. When I got the luxury residence at Shoto, I suddenly realized I'd been feeling someone looking at me the whole time. But it wasn't God's gaze. That wasn't the weird feeling on my neck. Okay, I saw a blonde-haired girl. As I turned around the corner, I took a quick glimpse behind me without turning around, and caught a glimpse of a girl in a Suime uniform. Was it the demon from 2 days ago? Suddenly, my heart started to pound. I was so nervous that I started to walk funny. I started to feel like I no longer belonged into the quiet morning around me. I could hear the sounds of the birds chirping on the power lines, and the faint sounds of the morning news from the television inside the houses around me. This didn't feel like a place where there was any kind of murder could happen, and yet I felt like I was about to have delusions of myself being brutally killed. No, I need to calm down. I hadn't gotten a clear look at their face, had I? And if they were a Suimei student, it's only natural that they'd be following me. They're headed to school, just like I was. Okay, I had an idea. Just wait there and stare. Instead of following the path that led straight towards school, I made a right instead. I fought down the urge to turn around and tried to act as naturally as possible. I kept walking, trying to contain my nervousness, and after a minute, I quietly turned around. Is she there? Oh, she was there. Our eyes almost met. I quickly turned my head forward again. Why was she following me? This wasn't the way to school. Was she actually tailing me? It was a face I didn't recognize. The one thing I could tell for sure, though, that it wasn't the demon from the other day. This girl had glasses. Just knowing that alone made me feel much more relieved. I decided I should just head straight for school. I'd have to cancel my usual morning breakfast, but I didn't have a choice.
くそ、女子 A め。
Damn you, girl A! To me, you're just a pedestrian number 1 or girl A. No more important than that. So go away. Girl A stopped tailing me and disappeared when I got to the school entrance. She seemed to have somewhere else to go since she headed for the third-year student classrooms. Maybe I was just imagining her tailing me, but it didn't make sense that she'd follow me down a route that led away from the school. Was she trying to upset me? I had done something to make her mad? No, I hadn't. There was no way I could. At the school, I was as invisible as the air. So, what was she after? I somehow made it through an awful day at school, and as always, stopped at Cafe on my way home. Of course, I sat in room 37. Usually, the rooms around me were empty, but surprisingly enough, there was somebody in room 36 today. The door to the room was closed. I could see the desk light was turned on inside. It's that girl. It's that girl. I sighed a little as I went into my room. Having someone next door made it hard to chat. I was the kind of person who always said things out loud when he chatted. Well, whatever. Time to just log into ESO. I just have to be careful not to say anything.
だよこいつら。
Immediately, I slammed my palm down on the keyboard, annoyed. I've been playing for about 2 hours now. Today was just a stressful day. The pair I grew up with were clearly new players. As always, I stay in the background, trying to let them have the glory for themselves, but one will always run in ahead of us and die, and then do it again. The other, a mage, refused to use any magic to help us. The party must have died dozens of times. And then on top of that, all they did was complain in the chat. Frickin' idiots. Got so mad I PK'd them, took all their items, and then quickly escaped to another area. Nightheart couldn't do all that stuff, but Lieselot could. That was why I came all the way to Cafe to log in. I felt a little better, so I decided to take a break and go get something to drink. Cafe had free drinks, and a well-stocked soda fountain near the counter. Oh, if you look at the image on the computer for ESO, it's literally the 2 characters he plays. The one problem was, room 37 was that it was pretty far from the bar. When I left the room, I saw that the door to room 36 was open. I had to go by it if I was going to get the soda fountain. There was a Garo frog. Oh, there was like 3 Garo frogs there. Look at it. Oh, wait, what? Look at it. 3 Garo frogs. I took a quick peek inside as I walked by and nobody was there. Actually, I realized that I heard the sound of somebody getting up a moment ago. They're the Garo froggies, the thing that Nami had showed me yesterday. 3 of them, too. Maybe it really was popular. Not that I cared. If I kept staring at it and they came back, they might think I was a stalker or a thief or something. I decided to forget about it and go get my soda. But when I saw what was showing in their monitor, my eyes went wide. The monitor was displaying the words, New Gen Aggregator Site. It was in a really nasty looking, attention grabbing font too. New Gen. I've been deliberately avoiding looking up anything about it. I didn't want to know the details. That was how I was telling myself that had nothing to do with me. Anyways, was there a reason the person who had just happened to be in the room next to me at Net Cafe was looking at a New Gen Aggregator site? For a moment, I saw the demon girl's face again. My whole body shivered. I shook my head to drive away the negative thoughts. I was overthinking it, yeah. I was just being paranoid. New Gen was the media's favorite subject right now. Not a day went by when the TV talks weren't discussing it. Everyone was interested in it. That was the only reason. Yeah, you had to be. Time to forget about it and go get my soda. I put my cup under the dispenser and pushed the button for soda. Ice cold soda came down right into the cup. Do we really have to be that detailed in just getting soda? Like, come on, man. The sun was setting and I was starting to get crowded. I could see a small line of people waiting there at the register. As it got later, more and more people were going to come. And in an hour or so, all the rooms around room 37 would be full. That would probably be my cue to go home. I took my cup and went back to my seat. As I walked back, I took a quick glance down the corridor that led to the restrooms. Oh, that's the girl. Huh? I saw a girl with glasses in a Suime uniform disappearing down the end of the hall. It was girl A, the one who had been following me this morning. Huh? I thought I must have been mistaken, so I hid behind a bookshelf and watched the corridor for a while, but I never saw her again. I must have been imagining it, right? Yeah, I'd only seen her for a second. There are probably a ton of Suime girls who use this cafe, a lot of whom probably wore glasses. What if it was girl A? What was she doing here? Was it just coincidence? Or had she followed me? I started to feel scared. She's gonna show up at your home, and one time when you turn around, like, oh, stop looking at me, she's gonna be right there. I left the cafe and hurried back to the base. I got too scared to stay. I wanted to go home as fast as possible, but the streets were crowded with people, and I couldn't move forward as fast as I wanted. I was starting to feel sick. I hated crowds. It felt like everyone was laughing at me. The crosswalk turned red, so I had to stop. I took a quick look around, and there was no sign of girl A. As I headed up Dogenzaka Hill, walking up got a lot easier. Usually, I chose to take the back streets where there weren't as many people. Yeah. But after what happened 2 days ago, I decided to take the main street instead. I came to another red light and looked around, but there was no sign of girl A. Maybe the person I'd seen in an cafe was someone else after all. Nope. I relaxed a little, relieved, and turned around. Oh. I still don't know what this is. I took a step back in shock. There, on the other side of the crosswalk, standing with the other pedestrians waiting to cross, was the girl. And her eyes, behind her glasses, were locked dead onto me. Her eyes were intent, as if she was trying to send some kind of message. Oh, I just realized what this might be. I'll just say this. So, I only did one playthrough, and so it's not going to be too, insightful, but in ChäoS Child, no matter what you do, your first playthrough will get you like the same ending. You can't really do specific endings, but there were points in the story where you had these things called delusions or whatever, and you can choose to, I forgot what exactly it was. There was like a right and left option, and also did like some background stuff. It's possible that in this game, which came out earlier, and it was technically a prequel to it, even though it's not really that closely connected, I believe. It's possible that those moments are moments where we could have different delusions, or like different choices that we can make. But because it's the first playthrough, they decided not to do it. So I'll have to remember that for the future. Maybe at that moment in another playthrough, if I decide to do one, it would be like a different thing. Like I'd have choices. The lights changed. Girl A started to walk alongside the other pedestrians. She was heading towards me. I couldn't move. I just stood there in shock. She was still staring at me and getting closer and closer. And she stopped right in front of me. Let's look at her. Okay, she's kind of wiggly, but alright. Run, my mind said. But my body refused to move. It felt like my mind had left my body entirely. She slowly put her hand inside her jacket, as if wanting to be sure that I saw every movement. Then she took something out from her inside pocket. A knife? A gun? Maybe a stun gun. Maybe a stake, like one of those things that we saw at the crime scene. Maybe I'd just seen too many TV shows, but all kinds of terrible ideas came to me.
これ
Here, she whispered. Her gaze was unwavering from behind her glasses. Her eyes were fixed firmly onto my own.
落としましたよ
Oh, okay. So maybe it's we dropped something and she was returning it, but maybe Maybe that's not what actually happened. Maybe Taku's right. What she showed me was a student notebook.
さっきのネットカフェで拾いました。追いつくことができてよかった。
I took it without really thinking about whether I should or not. I don't think that's right. I think this might be a lie. Because like she was following us since I say us, but like I really don't want to associate myself with Taku. I forgot his full name. I think it was it Takumi? I forgot. But like she followed us in the morning, but she said that she is only following us because of this student handbook. So that's really suspicious. When I opened it, it had my photo, my name on the inside. It was my student notebook, alright.
西条匠くんって言うんですね。
Her expression suddenly softened.
すいません。勝手に中身を見ちゃって。私も同じ学校なんです。よろしく。
The tension left my body. Was I just being too paranoid the whole time?
ところで、西条くんは付き合ってる人いますか？
Oh, yes, I have many. They're actually wives.
いません。
本当ですか？じゃあよかったら私と。
Yes. I was about to get a girlfriend. My Ryeju life was here. This seems awfully sus. Ryeju is someone who in real life is fulfilling and fun. Oh! I came back to my senses. The cross light was still red, but not blue. Girl A wasn't in front of me. She was on the other side of the street. It was all our imagination. Was that just a delusion of mine? This time, the light changed for real. The crowd began to move. I couldn't move. Girl A didn't move. We stared at each other. It was as if time had stopped for the two of us and no one else. Why wasn't she moving? Why was she just standing there? Menacingly. It didn't make sense. It was weird. I shouldn't get involved. I needed to run. I needed to run while I could. Run! I forced my timid brain into action and ran as fast as I could. I ran to the opposite direction from her and down a side street I saw. I collided with something and fell to the ground, hard, hitting my shoulder. I gasped in agony and pain as pain raced through my whole body. I couldn't tell what happened. It was all I could do to sit up. Is that a motorbike? When I looked, I saw that there was a large scooter in the middle of the street that had knocked over. I must have collided with it. I gritted my teeth and tried to force myself to stand up, but I couldn't feel any strength in my legs. I didn't think anything was broken, but... Oh no! She's the girl! She's right behind me! Oh, look. She's right there. Girl A was there. She must have caught up to me at some point. She was looking down on me, worried. Down on... Yeah, down me. What? What the hell was going on? Who was this woman? My body wouldn't move. I was too scared. I didn't know what to do. It was too late now, but I regretted not taking the train to Shinsen. Her voice was timid and hesitant. Was she trying to act worried to get me to let my guard down? You're not gonna fool me. I won't let any 3D girls fool me.
なんなんだよ。ついてくるなよ。僕に何の用だ。
I yelled at her. I still couldn't stand up, so I crawled away from her. If I didn't put some distance between us, I was afraid she might pull a knife on me. The terrible sight came back to me again, and again, I kept feeling like it was going to happen to me too. She seemed hurt.
あなたが急に走り出して様子を見に来たら倒れてたので心配で。でも今は用事とかあるわけじゃないんですが、
You don't have anything to talk to me about? What does that mean?
じゃあ、なんで付きまとってくるんだ。
それは、えっと、
She was stammering. It was really suspicious.
私、楠木ゆあって言います。
Kusunoki Yua, or Yua Kusunoki. Okay, I'll remember that after you tell me 3 more times. I hadn't asked, but she introduced herself anyways.
実は、あなたのこと、一目見て、なんとなく存在が気になって、それで、つい。
So, you start stalking me? The girl, Yua, was staring at the ground as she talked.
ごめんなさい。
She bowed. Impossible. That was my honest reaction. Now that I got a clear look at her, this Yua girl was pretty cute, I'll admit that. But that doesn't mean I could believe it. A 3D girl? Interested in me? What kind of H-game scenario was that? That had never happened in my entire life. It sounded to me like an obvious lie. Did she think that she would make me happy? Especially when she'd be acting like a stalker a moment ago? Maybe if it were 2D, it might work out, but a 3D girl like that was just a weirdo. Scary. I felt really embarrassed just being here too. I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible. 3D girls were just the worst. Even talking to one made you nervous.
僕は三次元に興味はないよ。
Oh, he said it. He actually said it to someone.
いや、め、
Oh god. I tried to say something harsh, but hesitated. But I knew if I didn't say it, she'd keep stalking me. I didn't want that.
迷惑だよ。つきまとわないでよ。
すいません。
She looked sad. Did she really feel bad about it, maybe? No, I couldn't let her fool me. I couldn't believe in any 3D person. I only believed in 2D. Nothing else. I could trust Saraton a lot more than I could trust her.
もうついてこないでね。僕帰るから。
I forced myself to stand up as I stammered out the words. My whole body still hurts, especially my shoulder. I could barely move it, and every so often, I'd feel a dull ache from it. The pain was making me a little dizzy. I might have hit my head a little when I landed. I staggered for a moment, and Yua quickly grabbed my hand.
怪我してるんですね。手貸します。
It was all I could do not to turn to look at her. I knew my face was bright red. If she saw it, she'd definitely make fun of me. I knocked her hand away violently so that I could turn away from her. My mind was going blank. I almost never had a chance to talk to a girl who wasn't a family member. I could feel my heartbeat quickening.
お家まで送ります。あなたが怪我したのは、私がつきまとっちゃったせいですから。だから、送らせてください。
I got hurt because you're following me, so you're going to continue following me. Okay. I appreciated her offer. I wasn't used to having anybody be nice to me, and I felt that I might actually fall in love with this 3D girl I hated just a moment ago. But that didn't mean I had the courage to look straight at her. And anyways, she was a stalker. She might have something to do with that demon girl too. I didn't want to die. So many different thoughts were racing through my head that I didn't know what I felt anymore.
お家どこですか？
深セン。
深セン？
I nodded, then realized what I'd done. Why the hell did I just tell her that? What was I expecting to happen? This was just a delusion anyways. Or even if it wasn't, I could only be happy for a while before it all got ruined at the last second. That's how it always worked in animes, right? I felt the death flags popping up by the second. Death flag, I think we know what that is. Crap. Now she was up against me, trying to help me walk. I could feel her soft body up against mine. Her hair smelled good. Impossible. No 3D girl would ever be this nice to me.
歩けますか？
I nodded again.
じゃあ、行きましょう。
This is really sus, I'm not gonna lie. She sounded nervous, and she was watching my feet as we slowly walked. At this point, I didn't feel like I could refuse or shake her off. Helplessly, I let her tiny body support me as we went. So I'm wondering what this might be. I feel like someone being this nice off the bat would not be realistic. it might be. I'm thinking of something fantastical, like maybe that pink-haired girl and maybe this girl. Maybe they came from the future or something, where like everyone died or like I died. I hate to say I once again, but I'm just gonna say Taku died. We saw something in the beginning that was kind of weird. It was like Shibuya destroyed, and Taku was killed by the pink-haired girl. But maybe that was like a bad ending, and then they time traveled or something and went back to the past. And maybe that other Taku was, a better person and wasn't just a complete. I don't even know how to describe him. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Neither I nor Yua said a word until we got to the building where the base was at. There's no way I could have a real conversation with a girl. Even if I talked about anime or games or figures, or a 3D girl would never try to understand. She'd just tell me I was creepy. And from my perspective, there's no point in talking to worthless girls like that. Oh, damn it. This game keeps skipping stuff really easily. And from my perspective, there's no okay. This is far enough. I whispered, and I watched to see how she reacted. She nodded slightly, then let go of me. I still staggered a little.
やっぱりお部屋までついていきましょうか。
I ignored her and headed for the building's lobby. I say lobby, but there was really just a narrow hallway leading to some elevators. There was a small staircase, and when I tried to go up it, I felt an incredible pain that almost knocked me over.
大丈夫ですか？
She ran over and grabbed me. Damn it, was she still here?
やっぱり部屋まで送ります。絶対送りますから。
For some reason, she seemed really desperate. Maybe she's part of an organization that needs me for needs Taku for some reason. To be honest, she'd been a big help in getting me this far. My base was on the roof, and to get there, you had to take the elevator to the 8th floor, then go up a steep staircase. I couldn't have done it on my own. Yua didn't look that strong, but she'd done everything she could to help me get up. She'd been supporting me for so long that she was out of breath.
こんなところに住んでるんですね。
She looked at the shipping container in shock. I guess to most people, living in a shipping container was really weird.
なんか憧れます。
え？
アウトローな感じがしていいですよね。こういうのって。
I certainly wasn't expecting her to say that. Was she trying to suck up to me? You can't fool me. I'm not letting the 3D girls fool me. With her help, I unlocked the lock pad and went inside. I was finally home. What another awful day. I resolved never again to leave my room if I could help it.
真っ暗ですね。
Why are you still here?
電気のスイッチはどこに？
She'd come right inside my room without bothering to ask. Well, I guess it was because she'd been helping me walk all this time. But still, I didn't really want her seeing the inside of my room. There was a whole shelf of figures and H-game boxes on the bed, and garbage all over the floor.
もういいから、話して。
I waited for her to remove her hand, but she didn't.
床すごく散らかって、じゃなくて、歩きにくいと思うんですけど、絶対危ないです。ソファーまで行きましょう。そこで話しますから。
Honestly, yeah, this girl's really, really sus, man. In the end, I did as she told me. There were CDs and magazines all over the sofa, but she cleared the spot for me to sit down. She was really kind and considerate. Wait, I wasn't gonna let her fool me. Not a chance!
平気ですか？
うん。
It was just me and her inside the room. The door was still open, and a little bit of moonlight was coming in through it. The room was mostly pitch black. It was too dark to read the expression on her face, but the fact that I couldn't see her almost made the sound of Yua's breathing almost seem seductive somehow. I realized that this was the first time I had let a girl beside my sister into my room. She was also someone I barely even knew. If this was a game, it would mean she was totally into me. Maybe there'd be a situation where things would keep going and I'd end up kissing her. But that wasn't what I was expecting. Reality was always cruel. It wasn't like 2D, and this girl wasn't normal either. She was a stalker. How long was she gonna keep standing there anyways? Now that she'd seen me home, shouldn't she be going? Oh wait! Wait. I recognize some of these figures now. You can see Saber there. Yeah, you can see Saber. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there's a rider on the top shelf. I can't tell. It's too dark. Then I realized, was she waiting to get me alone so she could do something horrible to me?
明かりのスイッチは
パソコンの。
パソコン？
The only light in this room was a desk light next to the computer. I tried to tell her that, but I couldn't.
そうか。あのデスクライトですね。
うん。
She carefully dodged around the garbage on the floor as she walked over to the computer desk and turned on the light. The room was finally freed from the darkness. When it was dark, the fact that I couldn't see made me imagine all different kinds of delusions, but being able to see her wasn't much better. I felt twice as embarrassed as I did before. I fell dead silent and quickly turned my face down. Her sudden gasp startled me. I looked and saw that she was looking at the figure of Seiratan next to my computer monitor.
これってプラチューのセイラちゃんですよね。
She knows.
知ってるの？
はい。プラチューは大好きで毎週見てます。
へえ。
セイラちゃんがお好きなんですね。私もヒロインの中では彼女が一番好きなんですよ。衣装も可愛いですし。
Oh, he's just met his dream girl now. There was a note of happiness in her voice. She seemed like she was telling the truth. That was surprising. Was you a
不女子。
Fujoshi?
あ、うん。
Fujoshi. I know what it is, but in case you don't, girls who enjoy games, anime, doujins, etc. about love between two men. Oh no. She was just an anime fan, I guess.
あれ、フィギュアって言うんですよね。ちょっと見せてもらってもいいですか？
That was a weird way of saying that.
すみません。ずうずうしいこと言っちゃって。もう帰った方がいいですよね。
You really should. I thought he was gonna say that. She started to bow apologetically.
見ていいよ。
Oh, he's falling for the trap. I don't mind it when somebody complimented my wife. I guess I could be a little nice to her.
本当ですか？ありがとうございます。
She picked up Sarah and began to examine her.
それは山陽堂版の覚醒前バージョンなんだ。セーラフィギュアはいくつか種類が出てるけど、最初に出たやつ。
へえ。
あまりクオリティは高くないよ。顔とか微妙に崩れてるし、ポーズも平凡すぎてあんまりエロくないし。でも服の胸元部分をキャストオフできるのは今のところそれだけなんだ。
Cast off is... I'm not much of a figure person, so I need to see what this is. A popular feature found in female anime figures that started appearing in around 2006 where parts of the clothes were made easily removable. This enables purchasers to strip their figures naked, or in some cases, close to that. I see.
胸元？
ちなみに僕はセーラフィギュアは4種類全部揃えてるよ。そっちの棚に制服バージョンとメイドバージョン、あと水着バージョンがある。
He's talking a lot now.
そんなに種類が。すごいですね。
一番評価が高いのはメイドバージョンなんだけど、個人的には水着バージョンも悪くないよ。
そうなんですか。見てみたいですね。でもちょっと暗くて。
もうすぐアルファから待望の覚醒後バージョンが出るんだけど、これはかなりクオリティ高そうなんだ。キャストオフも胸元だけじゃなくてほぼ全身可能だっていうし、表情もポーズも質感も言うことなしだね。あとはカラーさえバッチリなら今年発売されたフィギュアの中でも MVP 候補だよ。
アルファ？
メーカーだよ、フィギュアの。
ああ、なるほど。
Suddenly, I gasped. I realized that I talked way too much. And about anime figures, too. I had the feeling that I'd said all kind of really embarrassing things about taking off clothes or sexy poses, too. I wanted to see what expression on her face was, but I didn't have the courage. She was probably looking at me like I was some kind of human garbage. My heart was pounding fast as I tried to look away. When she said my name, I turned to face her before I realized what I'd done. The look of disgust and contempt I expected, it wasn't there.
さっき言っていた戦闘バージョンとかメイドバージョンも見せてもらっていいですか？
うん。そっちの棚に。
I didn't know how to react. She was smiling and looking like she was having a great time.
すごいですね。こんなにたくさん。
As she stared at the shelf of figures, her eyes were smiling brightly. I couldn't believe that a 3D girl would look at these and not be freaked out. Was the world a bigger place than I had thought it was?
メイドセイラちゃんってこれですね。ふむふむ。アニメの印象とはちょっと違うけど、すごく可愛いです。下着までちゃんと作り込んであるんだ。こういうの実物で見たのは初めてですけど、いいですね。私も買ってみようかな。
だったら、覚醒後バージョンを予約した方がいいよ。あれは絶対おすすめだから。
そうですね。あなたの話を聞いていたら、その覚醒後バージョンは本気で欲しくなりました。覚醒後って12話のあのシーンのことですよね。
よく知ってますな、お主。かなりのマニアですな。
はい、好きですから。特にあの時の覚醒シーンは毎日録画したものを見返してます。
あのシーンって演出と作画宮地なんだ。だからクオリティ高くて当然。
宮地？
そういう神クリエイターがいるんだ。あの人の演出はマジで神だよ。アットちゃんの実況版でも神来たってなるし。
そうなんですか。
Respect. I love some good animation.
すごく知識が豊富なんですね。私、スタッフが誰かなんてまるで気にしてませんでした。
監督と演出と脚本はチェックしとくといいよ。特に新作なんかはそれを調べるだけで内容の良し悪しが大体予測できるし。
わかりました。今度からそうしてみますね。
She was still smiling at me with her pretty smile.
あ
A girl smiling at me. I thought it only happened in H games, but now that was happening to me. But whenever 3D girls, especially my little sister, were smiling at me, it's because they were making fun of me. She was up to something. I knew it. I couldn't forget Saraton's words. Don't believe anyone. Don't believe anybody. Don't listen to anyone anything says. I mean, whoops. Don't listen to anything anyone says.
え
こんなこと聞いていいかどうかわからないんですけど。
何？
She started to fidget a little. She was looking down at the ground and avoiding looking me in the eye.
聞かせてもらってもいいでしょうか。あなたのお名前。
名前？
I realized that she introduced herself, but I hadn't.
西条匠。
Suddenly, I felt embarrassed. The words came out quiet and soft.
西条匠くんですね。何年生？
あ、2年。
To second year, okay.
私は3年。私の方が年上さんですね。
Oh, we're getting this thing. Oh, okay. I feel like at this point we get the option to trust or not trust her. Oh no. That Moe pose was enough to make me almost pass out. Was Yui a Moe type? Quiet, older girl? She was trying to seduce me. She was dangerous. She was definitely up to something.
それで西条くんにお願いがあるんです。
A request? Don't tell me. Yeah, that might have been it. Was she going to ask me to give her a Saraton figure? Well, she couldn't have it! No, it's mine! Nobody could come between me and my wife. I wasn't going to part with Saraton, no matter who asked, no matter how much money they offered. If she wanted her that bad, she could go buy her own. As I stood there mentally cursing her for daring to try to take my Saraton, Yua suddenly fell backwards and landed on her butt. She was rubbing her behind, looking a little teary-eyed.
すみません。CD を踏んづけちゃったみたいです。ケース割れたかも。本当にごめんなさい。私、きちんと片付けますから。
いいよ。
I already broke it when I slipped earlier. I just wanted her to go home. What was that request she asked about a moment anyways? Yua starts to pick up the trash and CDs around her feet, even though I just told her not to. She looks so apologetic that I start to feel like I was a bad guy here.
じゃあ足の踏み場だけでも確保させてください。すいません。その後でお願い言いますから。
She seemed like a mom as she moves around, cleaning things up. Someone who didn't care about what other people thought and just ran around doing whatever they wanted. Noisy and annoying. In a situation like this, was I supposed to be helping her? And then, as we both reached for the same piece of garbage, our hands would touch, and we would gasp and gaze in each other's eyes. Wait, this wasn't a romantic comedy. No ways I was going to help her. In the middle of carefully piling up a bunch of magazines, her hand suddenly froze. She turned away from me, and I couldn't see what she was holding.
いえ、気にしないでください。
Did you discover his porn? She seemed really shaken. This was suspicious. I realized that she was in a position to see everything in my room. She might have wanted to steal something. She might even think that there were so many figures I wouldn't notice if she took one. Whoops. But I would! I knew all of my wives really well. If one disappeared, I'd notice immediately.
フィギュアには触らないでね。
はい。いえ、違うんです。村中の同人誌っていうんですか？それが落ちてまして、ちょっと中身を見てみたら。
It was porn! Oh, blood-tuned doujinshi. Oh, that was a naughty one.
すごかったので、びっくりしました。
勝手に見ないでよ。
すいません。
She quickly got back to work, and then she secured enough room to sit. She turned towards me.
それで、さっき言ったお願いですけど。
Here it was! I gulped as my body tensed up.
さっき言ったフィギュアの予約、一緒に行ってもらえませんか？私、そういうアニメショップみたいなところって今まで行ったことなくて。で、私、なんだかすごくぶしつけなお願いしてますよね。すいません。私のせいで西条くんは怪我をしたのに。
This was dangerous. I need to be careful about how I responded. Sure, she and I had the same hobbies. She said she liked Seira, too. And she listened to the things I said like she actually cared. For an otaku like me, she was an easy person to talk to. But this was a trap. It had to be. And this kind of stuff only happens in H games, not in the real world. I couldn't let the 3D world fool me. Think, what was Yua after?
すいません。今のお願いは忘れてください。私、西条くんがいろいろ話してくれるのが、嬉しくて。
She bowed to me. Most 3D girls were really bossy and arrogant. She was a rare exception. No 3D girl could possibly be this cute and kind. It was all an act. I was going to say no. I was going to come out and say it clearly like a man. She looked at me, and I could see that her eyes were damp. Was she crying because I didn't say anything? I made her cry? Please, anything but that. I'd only ever experienced anything like this in video games. My heart was pounding really fast. I even felt guilty. I'd always heard that people say that girls use tears as a weapon, but only now did I realize it was true. To be honest, I didn't know what to do. I just stood there, half stammering. I tried to say I'd go with her, but I couldn't. What if I said yes, and then the next thing she said was, "Don't take me seriously, idiot. You're creepy." I was so scared of the idea that I was struck silent.
無理してくれなくていいです。私のわがままに石条くんを付き合わせるのは良くないですし。
Sob. Added a little sniff. Her eyes were even wetter now. It felt like tears could start pouring from her eyes any second.
行くよ。
Oh, he no. He gave up.
言ってもらえるんですか？
I nodded, helplessly. It was the only way I could think to get her to stop crying. The whole thing felt like a setup, but... She let out a sigh of relief and then took off her glasses to wipe away her tears.
断られて当然だと思ってたのに。西条くん、ありがとうございます。
Ishijo, you're gonna die. She said thanks. I'd managed to keep her from crying at least. I got lucky, I guess. Why did this have to be so stressful? You couldn't let your guard down around 3D girls for a minute. Damn it.
行くとしたらいつがいいでしょう。
What happened to that sad expression of hers? Now she looked really happy. Maybe she was making it up the whole time. If so, she had a future as an actress.
セイラちゃんの新しいフィギュアはもうすぐ発売なんですよね。
うん。きっとすぐに完売しちゃうだろうね。
だったら早めに行った方が良さそうですね。明日とか。
According to my schedule, tomorrow was a school day. This week, I had to go 3 times. Of course, that meant next week, I only went twice. Tomorrow was going to be an even worse day than I thought. But Yua looked really excited, and if I told her I'd changed my mind now, she might cry again. Ugh, she had me in her clutches.
わかったよ。
I reluctantly agreed. Yua looked happy. But she couldn't fool me, okay? She didn't fool me.
西条くんは何組？
Not at all, no.
明日放課後に迎えに行きますよ。
B 組。
2年 B 組ですね。じゃあ授業が終わったら待っててください。
I nodded, hoping I could get her to leave. I was going somewhere with a girl. This wasn't a dream or the delusion, was it? I tried pinching myself. It hurt.
それじゃあ長い間お邪魔しちゃってすいませんでした。足もし痛かったらお医者さんに行ってくださいね。
This is so sus, man.
うん。
I sat on the sofa and watched her go. Just before she left, she turned and waved at me.
西条くん、また明日。
また明日だってさ。しかも手を振ったりして。
I felt a grin coming on, but forced myself to stop.
あの女絶対僕に惚れてる。間違いないね。ま、付き合うか付き合わないかは僕に選択肢があるわけだし、あの女を情け容赦なく振ってやるさ。
Yeah, sure.
お前は僕の女にふさわしくない。セイラよりいい女になって出直してこい。まあ、一生無理だけどな。何しろセイラは永遠の17歳だからな。みたいな。
Oh my god. It'll get better. I hope it'll get better. No girl could be better than Seraton. I picked up the figure and rubbed it against my cheek. Seraton looked happy. Oh my god. Alright, we're back at school, but I think I'm gonna end it here. For today.
今のところテストに出るからな。ちゃんとノート書いておけよ。今日はここまで。
Alright, we didn't get much like other plot. We kind of just went to a PC cafe and found that there's someone following Takumi, and then we end up meeting her. And then she came to our room, and that was honestly really awkward. I am extremely suspicious. But yeah, I'm not really feeling the characters yet. I mean, the little sister was alright. She was definitely a lot less bratty than I imagined because Takumi's freaking opinions on people are extremely... I don't even know how to describe it. Like, just flawed. And, man, I know it's going to take some time for him to get better. Like, man, he's such a piece of shit. I have no other way to describe it. I usually try not to swear. But, like, man, he's such a piece of shit. Oh, man. Oh, I really like the murder mystery thing going and the tension it gives, but so far we didn't get that much this episode. I hope that it comes back next episode, but we're probably going to get some slice of life stuff. It's school. It's the next day. We're probably going to meet with Yua and then maybe do something at, like, the anime store. But we'll see that, like, we'll see what happens next time. Until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!